She caught her husband cheating on her, but what the husband said next shocked her. Emma had suspected something was off for a while. Her husband, David, had been coming home late, his phone always glued to his hand with a new passcode she didn't know. One night, curiosity got the better of her, and she decided to follow him after he left the house under the guise of a late-night meeting. Her heart pounded as she trailed his car to a dimly lit restaurant on the edge of town. She parked a few spaces away and watched as David walked inside. Not long after, another car pulled up, and a woman got out, entering the restaurant and heading straight to David's table. Emma's heart sank. She entered the restaurant, trying to remain unnoticed. From a distance, she saw them talking and laughing, their hands occasionally touching in a way that felt too familiar. Unable to bear it any longer, she marched up to their table. "David," she said, her voice trembling with a mix of anger and hurt. "What is going on here?" David's face turned pale, and he glanced at the woman across from him, who looked equally stunned. "Emma," he stammered, "I can't explain." Emma crossed her arms, waiting for him to continue, her eyes filled with tears. "Explain what? That you're having an affair?" The woman quickly stood up. "I think I should go," she said, looking nervously at David. "No, please stay," David insisted. He turned to Emma, his eyes pleading. "Emma, this isn't what you think," Emma scoffed. "Oh, really? Then what is it, David? Because it looks like you're cheating on me." David took a deep breath. "Emma, this is Sarah. She's my sister." Emma blinked, taken aback. "Your sister? David, you told me your sister died years ago." David nodded. "That's what I thought too, but a few months ago I got a letter from my biological parents, who I thought had died in an accident when I was a baby. It turns out they're alive, and Sarah is my biological sister." Emma's anger began to wane, replaced by confusion. "Why didn't you tell me?" "I didn't know how to," David admitted, his voice breaking. "I was trying to wrap my head around it myself. I was meeting Sarah to learn more about our parents and why they gave us up. I didn't want to tell you until I had answers." Sarah nodded, her eyes filled with sympathy. "It's true, Emma. We've been trying to figure this out together." Emma felt a mix of relief and lingering hurt. "You should have told me, David. I could have helped you through this." David reached for her hand, his eyes filled with regret. "I'm so sorry, Emma. I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just scared and confused." Emma sighed, squeezing his hand. "Next time, don't shut me out. We're supposed to face things together." David nodded, tears in his eyes. "I promise, no more secrets." Emma glanced at Sarah, who gave her a small, apologetic smile. Emma took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the night lift slightly. "All right, let's start over. I'd like to get to know my sister-in-law." David and Sarah both smiled, and for the first time in weeks, Emma felt a glimmer of hope. They had a long road ahead, but they would face it together as a family.